Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Incogni. Now Incogni is a data removal service, which basically means that it removes information about you from websites like white pages and those various other websites out there. Now the bad thing is there are a ton of these websites out there, data services that pretty much just kind of host your in real life information about you just because they can. They want people to pay to access these websites to find information about people, so it's pretty fucked up. The bad thing is that there are so many of these that doing it by yourself would be very time consuming. Not only that, but they can even bring you information back if they want to. So the point of a service like this is to make it so you save your time, you pay them a little bit of money, and they kind of act like your own little assistant, emailing all these websites and telling them to take information about you down. Now the good thing about a service like this is that it basically makes it harder to dox you. If someone does manage to find out your real life information like your name or your phone number, they won't be able to find out your address and harass you in real life. I have to use this service myself because I've had some issues with it in the past. People don't like my reviews and stuff like that. So these kind of services really do help kind of give you more anonymity once someone can't find out your real name. So I really do recommend a service like this. And I do think Incogni is one of the better ones. When we're talking about it in terms of like the competition, really what we're looking at is the user interface, pricing, and how many websites it will remove for you. So that's what we're going to cover in this review. This video is not sponsored by Incogni. I'm not being paid by the company to make this review, and I do not work for the company. That said, like most every other product here on the channel, I do have affiliations with pretty much every product out there, even this chair, like you might have seen in the first ad. So if you do want to help support the channel, consider clicking on my link in the description down below if you like what I have to say about the pros and cons of Incogni. If you click on that link, you should be able to get the best deal and support the channel as well, even though this review is completely unbiased. All right, guys, so first off with Incogni, it's around $70 a year and $70 for annually. Apparently, it says it removes your list from 130 data brokers and regularly does check it. I've been using this service for around a year now, and I do get emails with updates on the things it's removed. Now, in order to kind of compare this VPN or compare this data removal service and kind of understand how it works, we do kind of have to look at, pricing. How does it compare to other services? Well, we have Delete Me, which is one of the bigger ones. That's around $130 per year. So if we're looking at, pricing as a metric there, $70, Delete Me is almost twice as expensive, which is funny because they have a Google ad trying to compare them and, oh, let's click on this. Oh, it's like, oh, we get to see the difference, but there's no difference. They're just trying to trick you into clicking on it to buy their service instead. But why would you ever buy Delete Me when it's twice as expensive? I don't know. It's $230 for two people, whereas Incogni would probably be around $120, $130. So you could get two people data removed with a price of one on Delete Me. So Delete Me is extremely expensive. So if we're comparing that alone, Incogni does seem to be a pretty good value proposition. Other services I actually like out there, and I've worked with the company and kind of, I'm an affiliate for them as well. I do think this is a pretty good service too. They claim a little bit less, 70 sites instead of like 130 or whatever Incogni claims. This is a pretty good service, but it's also a little bit more pricey than Incogni. It's around $11.49 for Incogni, $13. And for the yearly pricing, it's going to be around $100 a year. It looks like some kind of sale could be going on right now, but I'm not too sure about that. So it's even going to be more expensive than Incogni. So Incogni alone, in terms of the value proposition, seems pretty good. That said, we could also talk about some of the removal and features and stuff like that. So it does claim to support a list of 130. I've had my thing here for, around a year or so. So it says it's requested 137. If you click on that, you could kind of see the requests in progress. The thing about I like about Incogni, it's very detailed here in this kind of GUI. I think they've done really good here. Surfshark, NordVPN, those companies know how to make a good GUI and interface, so there's no surprise here. I think this is an advantage of Incogni compared to DataSeal and Delete Me. They have a better backend interface, and you can see the varies in progress and completions, which is really nice. That said, the thing with these services, they are going to help you. but are they going to remove everything 100% like right away? Not necessarily. So you could see there are still a lot of like weird things in progress with this account I have, which is kind of interesting. I've kind of looked into some of these websites, and some of these don't really necessarily even have my information or anything like that. So it's a little bit odd. So if you look at something like this, it's like some kind of mortgage company or something like that, which is odd. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. But that said, it does seem to have kind of a comprehensive list of a lot of these different companies. Besides that, though, you can also see the request in progress, as well as the request completed. So that is really nice. I do like that feature. You could also go into the profile and have the stuff that you want removed specifically for your account. I'm going to blur that out here for the purpose of this video. So that's really nice. Overall, though, there's not really too much more to it than that. You simply play, put in your information you want removed, and then it pretty much just works by itself. So the good news is it's very easy to use for most people. So overall, you know, how would I rate Incogni in 2023? Well, since my last review in 2022, I do think they've worked on it a good amount. It seems like they're pushing it more as a complete service, which is good. I've noticed more things getting removed, which is always good as well. I think the pricing is super competitive. It also beats out Delete Me and Data Seal, which is one of the ones I used in the past, and I do like this company. I don't really like Delete Me as much. Not a huge fan of this company anyways. Super expensive. As a service overall, just objectively, it's just super expensive. And I do think the backend interface isn't as good as some of the ones that you see with Incogni. So anyways, guys, those are my thoughts and opinions on this one. Let me know if you like this review down in the comments down below. Thanks for checking out this one, and I'll see you again very soon.